Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are hosting episode number 8 for Breaking Bread with DMI. I have a very interesting guest, Mr. Murlidhar Rao, Chief SCM, Ace Designers Limited, Machining Center Division, early AMS. It's pleasure to meet you, sir, in a gap of 3 days. So to begin our conversation, I want to first questions, or I want to start with knowing more about you. Can you tell me more about you, your journey, and all?
It's quite interesting. Thank you very much for this opportunity to share some of my knowledge and the wisdom of the last 3.5 decades.
Mhm.
I've been in this business in the last since 1990.
Okay.
All my journey started in 1990. A budding engineer coming out from the reputed BMS College of Engineering,
Mhm.
and as a mechanical graduate, I had a dream of becoming a great designer.
Okay.
And the first two companies I worked for a couple of years, Spar Equipments, which makes the borewell rigs. So I was a designer making the borewell rigs
Okay.
first 2 years. It's quite interesting. Then the design passion continued, and I joined Mysore Kirloskar Limited, Harrier,
Okay.
one of the premier machine tool. I can say the heaven for all the mechanical engineers.
Mhm.
It's quite unfortunate that company ceased to exist today.
Okay.
What we are talking about, the infrastructure, the perfect ideal platform infrastructure.
Mhm.
I have experienced the two great companies in India.
Mhm.
One is the Mysore Kirloskar Limited, another is the HMT.
Okay.
These two are the two shrines of the machine tool companies
Mhm.
in India. I'm fortunate enough worked in the design again,
Okay.
92 to 94 at Mysore Kirloskar Limited.
Okay.
Then later on, my mentor, my guru, and my second father, I can say, a
Mhm.
great leader. I'm fortunate enough to be identified by none other than the machine tool Bhishma Pitamaha.
Okay.
Mr. Ramadas, he's the founding director of AMS at
Okay.
that time, and he came and joined hands with the ACE designers.
Okay.
See, to tell you back about this ACE designers is one of the very value-based machine tool group
Mhm.
in the country.
Okay.
The journey of ACE design started in 1970s. They
Okay.
wanted to make CNC turning initially. Then Pragati came into the picture, making accessories.
Mhm.
The three pioneers,
Mhm.
the founding fathers of this ACE group, started with Mr. Satya Saab. Is no more with us today. One of the greatest designer I ever seen,
Mhm.
and par excellence human being.
Okay.
And along with Mr. Shirgurkar, Srinivas Shirgurkar, and
Mhm.
also Mr. Machado,
Mhm.
the two great stalwarts of Indian machine tool industry.
Okay.
And Mr. Ramdas, he is the founding father of this AMS,
Mhm.
who joined from Mysore Kirloskar Limited in 1994.
Okay.
He started this company AMS.
Okay.
And it is very interesting to note
Mhm.
the history of AMS is something phenomenal. What I want to say is,
Okay.
we started with three people. He called me one day and
Okay.
telling that I was in Harrier and he is in Bangalore.
Okay.
Really, this company is going to start and you're going to leave a company of 6,000 people.
Ah.
Mysore Kirloskar Limited, that time it was 6,000 people. But you're going to join a company of, you are going to be the first employee on roll. So God. And I told I'm dropping into Bangalore tomorrow to
Okay.
receive my appointment order. And I came, the
Okay.
company no existence,
Okay.
infrastructure.
Okay.
And the letterhead was printed on that day evening and
Okay.
has been handed to the letterhead of the appointment order that you're going to join this company.
Okay.
I left a company of 6,000 people,
Okay.
left a good salary.
Okay.
That time, talking 5-digit salary was a great thing.
Yeah.
And I joined this company. And
Okay.
initial
Which year,
eight
sir?
years
Sorry.
is in 1994,
Okay.
March 23rd, the
I was
date
in
I
school
joined.
that time.
Yeah. Okay. So my passion of design continued with the 4 years of experience and
Okay.
then moved on.
Mhm.
We started in the first year making machining centers and
Okay.
we made only three machines, 68 lakh turnover.
Okay.
And the journey moved on. In 1998, 2000, and 2004,
Okay.
we got the Best Design Award from the IMTEX,
Okay.
IMTMA Award.
Okay.
So I'm proud to be a part of that and received three national awards
Okay.
best for the best design. So my passion of design continued until 2001.
Okay.
There, big changes happened,
Okay.
unheard of in the Indian machine tool industry.
Yes.
And one of the company, Hoa Machinery from Japan, they
Okay.
wanted to work with an Indian machine tool company.
Okay.
It is हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना नभूतो न भविष्यति,
Ah.
or in the Sanskrit what we say
Okay.
never happened in the past,
Never
and
will
never is
happen.
going to happen in the future.
Correct.
And I was fortunate enough to work for that particular project. It was a turnkey project,
Okay.
Japanese design,
Okay.
Indian manufacturing,
Okay.
and we were that time how much? Roughly 50 crore turnover.
Okay.
And a bunch of people, some 100 people. These Japanese selected us,
Okay.
and they told, please make the machine supply to us. We sold 50 machines,
Okay.
horizontal machines,
Okay.
which is a record in the Indian machine tool industry
Okay.
till date.
Okay.
And no other machine tool builders is able to emulate that particular performance.
Okay.
That's how my journey of design started from 1990, ended with the turnkey project. But the MITI problem came in 2004 and stopped it.
Okay.
So then I had to move out. I moved out from the design in 2002 and completely took the turnkey project.
Okay.
And then subsequently, the challenge came that of exports.
Okay.
So India, the liberalization started in 1996.
Yes.
And we always salute to Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, our
Yes, Mr. Rao.
the then the Prime Minister, for a lot of things, openness has brought to the country.
Yes.
We started experience that thing 1 decade later.
Okay.
And machine tools started getting the prominence. The late 1990s was dominated by ITs.
Yes.
And we were nowhere in the picture.
Correct.
And what happened during that period, it's a survival of the fittest. The machine tool company like Mysore Limited ceased to exist.
Yes.
The exit has happened.
Yes.
The downfall of the HMT,
Yes.
they were way ahead of the technology. And the changes, what the market was demanding, they were unable to deliver.
Correct.
And that is where this Ace Micromatic group started rising up the ladder. I started focusing from 2005 for almost around 5 to 8 years, focusing on 100% on the export.
Okay.
I used to travel for 120 days
Okay.
to bring the brand India to the machine tool fraternity.
Okay.
They are not accepting the overseas customers. They don't know what is India. They don't know what is machine tool
Yes.
technology in India. That's an effort, and that gave me a very great insight of the different perspectives of the customer.
Correct.
In overseas, every country is different. Every country's customers, though we call it a platform of customer, they're saying that every country's mindset is different towards India.
Yes.
That was a big exposure for me. So from there, I moved on to handling complete imports.
Okay.
Then we brought the quality management system to the company. We are the only one company in the world
Okay.
to bring 5 quality management in one go.
Okay.
Today, people are only talking about QMS. It is ISO 9001. But we are a company with EMS, OSHAS, SE 8000, and ISMS, Information Security Management. We are the first machine tool company to get all certification in one go. That was a dream and everything.
Okay.
And moved on to the continued with the exports and everything. And the last 5 years, I took over the supply chain.
Okay.
Where all my exposure of design, manufacturing, I was heading a factory of AMS one more unit during 2003 to 5.
Correct.
So I got an experience of production. I got an experience of quality, overseas customers, customer perspective, imports, exports, then finally landed with the supply chain.
Correct.
This was the journey. Talk about this group today, Ace Micromatic Group. It's the largest machine tool group.
Yes.
2 months back, the AMS, which is promoted by Ace Designers, our parent company, we have merged.
Okay.
From October 1st.
Okay.
We are the largest machine tool group in the country today.
Okay.
Our turnover is to the tune of $400 million US,
Okay.
nearly 3,200 crores. And we make around 5,500 last year data is turning center, CNC.
Okay.
We make around 2,500 machining center. And this year we got a target of nearly 7,000 turning and another 3,000 machining center. 1/3 of Indian machine tool production is rolling out from our group. So, and all this thing is because it's possible because of sincerity, the value-based leadership. Always we remember, we worship the 4 gods, of this particular great institution.
Yes.
Satya Saab, Shri Guru Saab, and Machado Saab, and Ramdas Saab. They are the 4 founding fathers who made all the difference.
Okay.
And then MGTL, Micromatic Grinding, they've added, and Dan Saab, he brought the grinding perspective to our thing, sales and service perspective.
Correct.
So it is an organization or a group of organization led by the passion of machine tool. Right. The money has come as a byproduct for this group.
Yes.
But the passion is the technology. Passion is make in India, made in India. Still date, we are not collaborated with anybody else.
Correct.
everything is indigenous. All these founding fathers are the great designers,
Yes.
and that's where the group is growing and growing beyond the limits. Now we put a target for the future. We want to make 10,000 turnings and machining centers,
Okay.
and probably another. Today we have 100,000 CNC machine tools till date we
Oh,
have sold. 20,000 of CNC machining center and 80,000 of CNC turning. It's a big number,
yes.
and there is nobody. The second is very far away from us.
Correct.
And but having said that, we are looking up to the globe as the market,
Yes.
and we have to gear up from present 4 to 5% of exports to the 35% of exports.
Correct.
And that's going to be the requirement for the
We
future.
will get detail into that, sir, in our later in the conversation. Made in India, made for the world. This is what is the mighty takeaway from your initial discussion. What we had. Wow, it's a great journey. 3 decades. Uh, my second question, or my to connect the dots, design is something which is very different. A lot of softwares, lot of ideas, and because I have little understanding of supply chain because my father was a transporter, so I understand trucking, little bit of warehousing, material handling, and all. uh, so what was the key shift when you joined the supply chain department A, and what were the key learnings? Because I know at that time, because in your 5 years tenure there was pandemic, where most of the I see a lot of challenges because everybody was stuck in their whole house. So A, what were the key shift, or you say focus, from design aspect of machine in a company to managing the entire supply chain? One, the shift. B, how have you managed the COVID? Because supply chain resilience, or we say shortage of goods, to make effective, because even people were not allowed to come or get out of their houses. So how you have managed that time? Can you tell me about that?
Very pertinent and very interesting question that you're asking. One is you touch the subject of design.
Yes.
See, I will tell you, the good supply chain man or a good and top executive for an organization should have the background of design. That too
Okay.
in a machine tool organization.
Okay.
We say that design for manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
We say design for assembly. We say the design for service.
Okay.
It means a designer is the right person to handle any other portfolio in the organization
Yeah.
to begin with.
Okay.
So, having said that, with my experience of working in design for almost 1.5 decades,
Mm-hmm.
has brought this perspective: how
Okay.
I should machine it, how I should assemble it, how
Mhm.
I should do the servicing of this particular thing.
Okay.
So that has immensely helped.
Mhm.
And visualization is very important as you grow up the ladder. The design is the one which gives you the mind mapping of the whole product.
Okay.
अरे आप आंख को बंद कीजिए
Uh-huh.
and you will able to visualize every part where it is coming and what it is doing.
Okay.
So that is an advantage, the function, the purpose, and all those things.
Mhm.
So the biggest challenge came during the COVID, and there is a time I took over supply chain in 2019 as the chief of supply chain.
First, let's talk about the shift, because as a, like you said, visualization and design, and then supply chain. It's a pole. I see as a two poles. So
While
how?
on the design, I
Mhm.
had one passion of
Okay.
handling the negotiation
Okay.
and talking to people. My passion is all about connection, connectivity, knowing people,
Okay.
meeting people.
Okay.
This has immensely enriched my knowledge,
Mhm.
because every person sitting on the other side
Okay.
is more intelligent than me. There's a kind of belief with which I sit with everybody.
Okay.
And the design has brought, because I was handling exports also,
Okay.
so that has brought a different perspective. Wherever I go, I used to see these two angles.
Mhm.
And I was handling imports right from the beginning as a designer,
Okay.
because it's all about imports, all about technical evaluation.
Yes.
So apart from the technical, there's only negotiation was left out. I was good in that.
Okay.
So I thank our founding father, Mr. Ramdas, for pushing me in all these things.
Mhm.
In fact, all the credit goes to him in shaping my career. Today, whatever I am today, it's because of the visionary leaders and the visionary founding fathers who brought
Yes.
an ambience and environment where I can perform.
Okay.
So the imports, exports, and the negotiation, handling the critical bought outs, interaction with the overseas as a designer, while importing the parts or interacting with my customers as an export.
Yes.
This has brought a different perspective.
Correct.
So the ice has been broken there, and then I was able to break all the barriers and then move on.
Okay.
So that was a turning point.
Okay.
And supply chain, and having handled the production,
Yes.
a factory I was handling when AMS was working in the 2 units.
Yes.
I was responsible for the production, building all big machines. I knew about the machine assembly.
Yes.
And turnkey projects of Japan, the Japanese project, which is none to second today. And that particular project has brought a lot of insight to me in the project.
Okay.
So that way the supply chain has naturally was there in my blood.
Okay.
So it's only the organization leadership, they identified that you are the man for this job, now take up the responsibility.
Okay.
Having said that, I faced the first challenge is the COVID. When I took over in 2019,
Okay.
it was struck with the COVID.
Yes.
And the challenges were plenty.
Yes.
I will tell you, we operate with 100% outsourced process.
Yes.
I don't have any machine shop inside. I don't produce anything in-house.
Okay.
Every damn items, say today we're making 1,000 crore turnover, 700 crores is we are procuring materials for this company.
Okay.
And our other group company, all together put together 1,500 crores we are procuring. And for AMS, the machine center division, A Citizens Machining Center division, 100% is outsourced.
Yes.
And that was a big challenge. When I say this, the outsource process, we have different segment of the vendor partners. I don't call them as a suppliers.
Yes.
If we are growing, it's because of those people.
Yes.
There is a culture that we have brought. None of our vendor partners have never left us, nor we allowed them to leave
Okay.
in the last 3 decades.
Oh.
So relationship first
Okay.
and business next.
Okay.
This is the philosophy of the supply chain what we are having. Having said that, we did lot of things. It's like at AMS, we have payment goes on 30 to 45 days, whether it is COVID or non-COVID, whether it is the business boom or the downfall.
Okay.
We were able to maintain the last 3 decades.
Oh.
Like the way our people get a salary on first, we ensure that our critical partners also get a salary.
Yes.
During COVID time, it was not a digital era.
Yes.
Till such time, everything was going in a the normal method with the verbal communication. My team sat from the home and they ensured the RTGS payment. Today it is nothing.
Yes.
During COVID time, making RTGS payment was a big thing.
Yes.
And we ensured everybody got their payment.
Correct.
Second thing, what we did, whatever the items they had in stock, though it is not required for us, we cleared it during COVID time.
Okay.
So that they can make the invoicing and they can earn the money.
Yes.
So the stock items we cleared, irrespective whether it is required for. This is the philanthropic decision taken care by us. And then God has blessed with that kind of muscle power to support people.
Yes.
And the third thing is, if anybody at that time under the crisis, we started releasing the funds to them.
Okay.
First thing is, don't send anybody home.
Okay.
Neither at AMS nor at our vendor partners.
Okay.
We suggested, we requested, we ordered them, don't send anybody home.
Yes.
See, the machine tool, engineering sector is all driven with the technological backup and the skill set. If you lose the skill set, tomorrow it is very difficult for us to make up. So we ensured salaries of the critical partners are paid by us.
Okay.
As an advance, as a fund, anything, you pay to them and retain them.
Yes.
And that is the time we started a movement of Kaizen. We started a movement of quality improvement. What we were not able to do in terms of the systems and the processes. See, every organization sustainability comes from the 3 vertical segments. The one is the structure. We started re-looking at the structure of our own organization and our vendor partners.
Correct.
We started looking at what are all the processes that is connecting that particular structure. We started looking at the effectiveness of those processes.
Okay.
And finally, we started looking at the availability of the right people in every organization of vendor partner. These are the 4 parameters under which we started looking at our scanner, and that has immensely helped. We conducted workshops, we conducted training. People who are not aware, the 5S or Kaizen, such kind of thing. We started interacting with them, giving the hopes that nothing is lost. These things are going to be a temporary phenomenon. We are there with you.
Yes.
We are there with you. We need you people. Don't have any disruption.
Yes.
And these kind of things. At that time, there is scarcity of the transportation mechanism. The freight charges went wayward. We are what used to pay 1%, 2% has gone up to 20%.
Ah.
And we started absorbing. We never looked at the profit.
Okay.
See, in a business cycle, what goes up, life or the business, what goes up has to come down. If something is down today, tomorrow it's your chance, it will go up. We have seen the business cycle. COVID was very, very special, very, very stringent in that particular way. But we knew that the good is going to come. It's only a question of the disruption, what is happening in the human life has pulled the business back. So we started giving the assurance to our people that nothing is lost. We are there with you. We will pay the salaries. You don't worry. We'll come back. And some of the items was there not required, but still used to machine it.
Yes.
And we started looking at the process improvement, cost reduction exercises,
Okay.
non-value added activities in every processes.
Okay.
I will tell you, every organization, including a larger organization like ours, we carry the non-value added activity to the tune of 20%.
Mm-hmm.
And MSMEs will carry to the tune of 40%. Mark my words. So we started looking and handholding, doing all those exercises with these people.
Okay.
And that's where we were able to retain every organization, the vendor partner with us as a supply chain chief. That was the biggest success story what I had.
Okay.
I'm quite excited. And the leadership will be experienced only at time of crisis.
Oh, yes.
And we were able to deliver our goods at the time of crisis. And we mean that relationship first, business next.
Yes.
And that was a turnaround what has happened.
Okay.
The post-COVID, moving on the post-COVID, the challenges were plenty. The things like suddenly the surge requirement started coming. We knew that it's going to happen.
Okay.
Say machine tool is the first to hit and last to recover.
Yes.
But this was an exception where we started stocking the machines and we had an intuition that the business is going to, the burst is going to happen and Bhagavan deta hai na,
छप्पर फाड़ के
deta hai. That was the thing what we had and it happened.
Okay.
We were back to our 2018-19 was the best of our period, 17-18, and we dropped down 50%. We regained the original status quo in one and a half year of our business cycle. And we started growing.
Okay.
So that's all the thing has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And as a country, if you see today,
Mm-hmm.
I keep repeating that 30% of GDP is coming from MSMEs.
Yes.
Sir, MSME is our backbone. The country's backbone is MSME.
Correct.
Out of 30%, 6% is coming from manufacturing, where we are responsible. 24% is coming from the service sector.
Correct.
अगर आप देखें तो these exports, even today you go and check the track record of the export.
Correct.
50% of export is done by the MSME, sir.
Yes.
And there is a credit. 11 crore population is working in the MSMEs.
Yes.
And with a country's population of 1.43 billion, and 11 crores is coming from the MSME's contribution.
Big number.
That is a big number. That's a big number. हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी साहब ने तो बता दिया है. We follow him very religiously.
Okay.
Whatever he has told is happening. He's a great visionary.
Okay.
And it's a boon to our our country, and particularly for the manufacturing sectors and the industry sector.
Okay.
The vision what he has set now is by 2030 we are going to become the largest the manufacturing hub in the world.
Correct.
And by 2027 we are going to be the third largest economy. Just few days back in this month, I think on the 18th, we were on the 10th largest economy 9 years back.
Yes.
18th of November, we are in the 4th largest economy.
Yes.
Only the two people are ahead of us. We are 4 trillion economy.
Yes.
And we have the Germany and we have the Japan.
Yes.
Japan is at 4.29, I think 39, and Germany is at 4.29. We are going to cross that. We are going to cross that.
Yes.
And the country has put a target of 5 trillion economy by 2027. My presumption is that we are going to achieve that much ahead of that. From this 4 to 5, it's going to happen very rapidly.
Okay.
Momentum has come to our country. Recently, the jet engine manufacturing started in India. That's a big opportunity happening in Bangalore.
Yes.
And 80% of parts are going to be produced in India.
Yes.
And just imagine how that whole ecosystem and manufacturing industry is going to grow up the ladder.
Correct.
And now the post-COVID effect is that people are talking about China plus one.
Yes.
बाद में वो तो change हो गया.
Yes.
You know, it has started becoming China minus one.
China minus.
When I say that China minus one, the plenty of opportunity. We had some struggle. Automobile took the backseat in the last year
Yes.
because of semiconductor raw material issues.
Yes.
But the investment massively has gone behind the scene.
Correct.
From the government.
Correct.
1.5 year back.
Correct.
Is going to give the result next year.
Yes.
So semiconductor, we are going to be the next to Taiwan. China and Taiwan are ahead in the semiconductor raw material, and India is going to be behind that. And there's a collaboration has happened between Taiwan and India.
Mhm.
We're going to lead the
Correct.
semiconductor, and automobile is going to boom in this particular part of the world.
Okay.
And the infrastructure is going thick and fast. You know, earlier it was 13 kilometers per day. Today it is 30 kilometers per day.
Correct.
The national highways are happening. So we are moving in the right direction. So the supply chain requirements from the machine tool perspective, we started demanding more and more and more.
Okay.
So having said that, with 100% outsourced for the manufacturing, we started doing many activities for our partners.
Okay.
To list, no, cash is the king.
Yes.
You want any business, if you don't have the cash with you, you are lost in the game.
Yes.
I realized this when I started interacting with all my vendor partners. And the first thing, earlier we used to give, people used to come, we don't have money, give us 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. We used to do it philanthropical because we need them.
Yes.
And we don't want them to choke out.
Correct.
But finally what we did is we started a project called Yamuna Exchange.
Okay.
In the Yamuna Exchange, they can discount it and get their money, almost 99% of the money,
Okay.
within 24 hours.
Ah.
And with credits to my team, we have crossed more than 120, 130 crores today of the interaction. You know, that otherwise that could have been the pressure for the cash flow in the respective organization.
Correct.
Then moving on, quality is an issue.
Mhm.
If you want to go to that level of manufacturing hub by 2030, we realized quality is going to be a major issue.
Yes.
When I went through all our manufacturing vendor partners, we realized most of the companies were still talking about the inspection.
Yes.
अरे भैया वो तो inspection का बात तो हमने खत्म कर दिया.
Correct.
World has stopped in the late 1980s. Then we started conversation in the different language. Now you have to come out from the inspection.
Correct.
Let's talk about quality control.
Yes.
Let's talk about quality assurance.
Yes.
Can we talk about TQM? Can we talk about the Lean Six Sigma?
Yes.
The lean concept? So we traveled from inspection to this level of Lean Six Sigma in the last 3-4 years.
Okay.
So how did it happen? We started calling every quarter, every month, a free program of training is done for our partners.
Okay.
We're inviting them. We talk about our vision. We talk about our global experience. So they are, in true terms, they are our partners.
Okay.
Having said that, we found there were awareness of the quality was an issue. So what we did is, you know, we kicked off one particular project where I pulled out one of the quality head from the ABB, you know, and that gentleman, I told, I'm not going to employ you in my company with a big salary.
Okay.
Of course, I'll do that salary for 1 year. आपको तो हमने स्टार्टअप का एक सक्सेसफुल स्टोरी बना देंगे आपको.
Yes.
And he accepted that particular challenge. He believed us.
Okay.
1 year we supported him, and later on, no, we made him to go around all this manufacturing sector. We found inspection is an issue.
Yes.
Awareness of inspection is an issue.
Yes.
Because we deal with micron.
Yes.
We smell micron here.
Yes.
You know, all our machines talk about 2 microns, 3 microns, 5 microns. You know, this hair is 50 micron, and we talk about 5 microns, 6 microns accuracy of the machine.
Yes.
We started making them to understand the importance of micron.
Yes.
And to achieve that, what resources are required, what facility you need to have, what technical skill that you need to have, and what kind of process should be implemented in your place. So that awareness we brought it. We raised that bar to the next level. One thing I will tell you, if you talk about the quality level in the manufacturing, today in the manufacturing we are at around 3.3 sigma, 3.4 sigma.
Okay.
But in case of the very critical imports, like CNC package, ball screws, LMWs, or electrical items, they're all coming from Germany or other part of the world where they are in the 5.5 sigma. So we started pushing our manufacturing sectors from 3.3 to 3.4 sigma to now 4 sigma.
Okay.
So it's a journey. The journey has begun.
Yes.
So they're supporting those vendors. People never used to do the calibration.
Yes.
The instrument they never used to do the calibration. We hired this R&R solution, our startup unit, go and check all our manufacturing partners.
Okay.
अरे हम तो आपको पूरा फ्रीडम दे दिया है. You go and check and you pick the parts, all the calibration instrument which is not calibrated, go and calibrate and return back to them. We did proactively, and our vendor partner got shocked. And finally, we put up our own lab.
Okay.
We told that, okay, why to go somewhere else? Let's have our own lab.
Okay.
So today it's a philanthropic the unit
Okay.
where this R&R solution, they go around 8,000 instruments have come to the scrutiny now.
Oh, big number.
Input is garbage,
Okay.
output is garbage.
Yeah.
अगर आपका इंस्ट्रूमेंट खराब है उसका आउटपुट क्या देखेंगे आप?
Correct.
So we did that exercise and that has given a beautiful result, and now we have opened that thing to all. We're not, anybody can come in Peenya Industrial Hub of the Bangalore, and anybody can avail those facilities.
Correct.
So philanthropically we are doing this exercise. One more interesting thing happened.
Okay.
Last year, 2 years back, I went to IMTMA Vision Conclave in Goa, where CA made a presentation on vendor cluster.
Mm-hmm.
And I got, inclined with that particular concept, came back when we roped in, and we felt the processes, say in a manufacturing, in a foundry, our partners, or the critical bottoms, the processes are different levels in the same segment, in the same category.
Correct.
Now, how to homogenize that? Yes. Coming together is the beginning, working together is the progress.
Yes.
So we decided to make a cluster, and today we have made 5 clusters.
Okay.
One is a foundry cluster.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is the machining, A-class machining cluster,
Mm-hmm.
B-class machining cluster,
Okay.
sheet metal.
Oh.
The looks and appearance. Chalega business, no?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we were, having the difference of opinion with the global perspective. So we started looking at the sheet metal cluster and the critical bottoms. Okay. So we made the 5 clusters. 30 companies have been put together, roped in together. Then finally, it was a fantastic exercise, and I'm very happy to announce that we have been recognized by CAI, Confederation of Indian Industry, telling that this is the largest vendor cluster in Asia. Okay. We never knew this. And we talk about 5 years, we finished. We talk about Kaizen, we finished it. My machine concept. Okay. Every operator working in a vendor partner, he feels it is my machine. How to take care of my machine? Correct. Morning what I should do, weekly what I should check, quarterly what I should do to ensure that the health of the machine is maintained and hence the productivity. Yes. So we are moving on to the TQM now and looking at the business proposal, and all these things are the vendor cluster. Okay. And we roped in, we joined hands with TV Nord. Okay. And for bringing certification of ISO to our vendor partner. And that was a great journey, Okay. And we steered from supply chain, we made a signed contract, and then we told special price to our people. And it's not only getting a certification, the sustainability, audit, MRM, this is monitored by us. Okay. So it is not for the sake of getting a certificate, ensuring the processes are in place and there is a continual improvement going to happen. Correct. So like this, we started doing plenty of activities, and that has culminated in a lot of dramatic change. And पहले तो दिमाग में शंक तो था हमारे लोगों के साथ, but moving on, they realized yes, something good is happening, and they started getting the benefit. Okay. We go in the supply chain with a basic principle of how to make our vendor partner profitable. Yes. ये तो slogan है. Okay. We are not looking at exploiting any situation. Live as per the nature's law. Yes. Nature's law says never exploit any situation and be supportive to the ecosystem. Okay. And now every vendor partner is realizing that yes, the सोच तो अच्छा है AMS में, ACE Designers Machine Center Division में, उसका supply chain में सोच तो अच्छा है. Now we have to believe and believe for all the good reasons. Correct. I'll narrate last experience of I went to the Haas, one of the biggest machine tool builder in the world. Yes. They stay in California, and the most costliest city in the world. Yes. आपको मालूम है. And in that place, their manpower is 1,200. Okay. I was reflecting, our company of Machine Center Division, manpower is 1,200. Now they are producing 80 machines per day. हम तो बना रहे हैं 80 machines per week. क्या फर्क पड़ गया? They work for 5 days, we work for 6 days.
Yes.
6 to 7 times of productivity.
Yes.
And this is an eye opener.
Yes.
And I came back, I called all my vendor partners across the organization, all the section heads, everybody, including our top management, everything. I started, look, this is the difference.
Yes.
Now, most of us, we do activity. Now the time has come for us to think to move from activity to the productivity.
Productivity.
So this is making a change. Now everybody is calculating 1,200 people and 2,400, 500 machines last year. So our rate is 2.1. Where in Haas they are making every employee 12 machines per year. Now the difference is 6 times.
Correct.
It means we are 6 times ineffective. And that too, staying in California, was able to come and compete in India. कुछ सोचने की बात है.
Yes.
So these are all the changes, and with this we are talking. Earlier, awareness was not there for our manufacturing sector.
Yes.
The vendor party, they were not aware what is happening globally. Now we are getting connected. जो कुछ भी नया सोच आता है, उसको बुलाते हैं, उसको बोल देते हैं.
Correct.
So we are directly getting connected, and these are the things are happening.
Okay.
It's a long journey. It's quite interesting. Yeah.
So activity to productivity. This is the key takeaway from for me for a discussion. Visualization is the cue which I take where you started. I want to bring back to our discussion to this place where we are sitting, AMS plant in Pina in Namma, Bengaluru, and being employee number 4 on the
Yeah.
card, as you
Yes,
said.
yes.
And visualization is what you are good at, being a designer. 3 decades of journey, you have seen this plant change. You can visualize and let our audience know what has changed in the last 30 years. A. B. Interesting thing you have told me in the morning that your morning thing, and I have been there during my factory tour where you take morning schedule and lot of interesting things which you will speak. So what does again I want to through your eyes, through your visualization, 30 years, what has happened in this plant, because it's a beautiful plant of AMS. With my I have not went for my morning walk and I'm happy. 1200 1400 steps is done. So sir, about this plant, what has changed? Because so many interesting thing you have told about the plant, the facility, and what is the special day today. Today is I guess 29th of November.
Yeah.
Is a special day for you.
Yes.
You can speak about that. So your visualization journey and about this plant, sir.
When we started this organization, 24th of February is the official inauguration of this company, AMS, Machining Center Division, 1994. When I joined as the first employee of this company, we used to discuss with our managing director, the founding father now, Mr. Ramdas. That time, every day we started discussing about other than the business. Arey, kuch to kuch karna hai.
Correct.
We want to dream something very big.
Correct.
And that is a great leadership, the journey what we had from our Mr. Ramdas and also our parent company, yes, Mr. Shigrukar, Satya Saab, the greatest visionary, and Machado Saab. These are the people who made us to dream and dream big.
Okay.
उसका नतीजा क्या होता है वो बाद में होता है. पहले तो ड्रीम करो.
Correct.
First you dream, then you work hard.
Correct.
Results are bound to happen. This belief they have created. I still remember, there is a small article which has come. That time in 1994, there was a buzzword of 21st century.
Yes.
पूरा लोग 21st century का बात कर रहे थे.
Correct.
And the article says, I got still that clipping, that has transformed our organization.
Okay.
21st century belongs to people-driven organization.
Okay.
It says, you can copy the technology.
Yes.
अरे हम तो ये मशीन बना रहे हैं, ये हमारे दिमाग से नहीं आया है, कुछ तो कुछ देखा है इधर उधर. We have seen somewhere and we have made these machines. Of course, no collaboration. We have seen, we have understood how others are doing. You can copy the technology, but not the culture.
Yes.
So that has driven a beautiful point for us. Culture is going to be a defining moment for any organization. Now, how to make this culture different at our place. So we started looking back to our own Hindu mythology and everything. So where, it is an undivided family.
Yes.
So we should bring a concept and a culture of family.
Yes.
घर में क्या होता है, Pitashi
Grandfather,
rehte and 2-3 kids and their spouses
Yes.
and the grandkids and everything, no?
Correct.
But the commander in chief is the Pitashi.
Yes.
So similarly, we brought the concept. This is not an organization. This is an institution. This is a family.
Correct.
So our MD, Mr. Ramdas, he is the fatherly character. He is going to take care of everybody.
Yes.
To bring the culture, not everybody is education. I don't want to say that education brings the culture. You know, even the people in the biggest of the education, we see some of the exceptions are there.
Correct.
But how to bring everybody on the same platform? Then we coming together is beginning. I told, and working together is a progress. We started doing. We have to invoke the internal capacity of every individual. How to do that? Unbiased, it should happen.
Yes.
Then we decided, we were 4-5 people.
Yes.
We started standing every day morning together and then thinking about kya karna hai, what is to be done. Then we told that first thing is essence of success is the mind. So let us do something for the mind. Then we went back to our own meditation, pranayama and everything. We started, today people are talking, but we started 30 years back.
Okay.
So we start chanting Om.
Okay.
When I say the Om, no, it creates the vibration. Like component, we do the stress relief. Similarly, we do for this body the Om. We chant for 20 times. We do Anulom Vilom Pranayam 25 times. We do Brahmari Pranayam.
Okay.
We send prayers
Okay.
to Almighty, whoever it is. Okay. Get the strength, get the positive energy.
Yes.
And then, if somebody's birthday, we give the card. He has to take one resolution. पिछले साल उसमें कमी क्या था and how did he overcome that?
Correct.
What is that he's going to take a resolution?
Correct.
Who is his mentor? And any of the information, no? It could be, we are not holding anything.
Yes.
Very transparent.
Yes.
How many machines are dispatched? What is the target for this month? What is the target for this year? Where do we stand? Everything is open and clear, transparent to everybody. Everybody knows every performance up to date of the organization. We are not holding anything, unlike other organizations.
Correct.
So this has brought the confidence. And everybody should stand as per the height. Today, 1,200 people are coming to the morning session at 8:17 as a discipline, and they stand as per the height. Be it a CSO, Chief of Supply Chain, or any CXX or CEO, everybody stands as per the height. You don't know who is next to you. That has brought the connection.
Yes.
And that has removed the barriers.
Yes.
And so we demonstrate in letter and spirit.
Correct.
We have an open office here. I invite everybody who is watching this video and also, whatever the way you're going to communicate to the larger media, invite them to come to AMS and experience. We have 5,000 plants have been put.
Okay.
And these 5,000 plants have been put by all of us.
Yes.
हमारा नाम तो वो wall के ऊपर लगाया है.
Correct.
We have put the name, who is the person, what plant is put, which date. Of course, you need to go and put the water.
Yes.
But at least the concept here is that what is that we are going to leave to this world?
Yes.
As a human being, we have come to this world, and what is that we are going to leave back?
Correct.
So we started this, the pranayama, dhyana, and everything. We started connecting left brain to the right brain. We see today in our organization, 30 years of journey, a person who has joined as a technician has retired as the general manager.
Wow.
A person who is joined as a technician,
Okay.
today he is a factory manager. A person with the lowest education, we have proved beyond merit to the whole world that given a good working environment and unbiased, selfless leadership, and then becoming a family-like environment in an organization, we can get best from everybody. There is no attrition rate in our organization.
Okay.
And people don't want to leave the company.
Okay.
Don't want to leave the company. And this is a kind of the legacy that what we have created. And culture is the foundation to this organization.
Yes.
And that is demonstrated by the top leadership, Mr. Ramdas, and that's what is happening. And we know very clearly the 5 stages of our leadership. They all start, most of the organization, what they do, they look at the task.
Yes.
If you are looking at only the task, you are in the level 1 leadership. If anybody looks that other side of the coin of the task is the people, They are going to define the moment. It means that you are in the level 2 leadership. Third thing is, if you have got the focus beyond these two and focusing for what is going to happen tomorrow, focusing for the tomorrow is the third level of leadership. And the fourth level of leadership is all about people development.
Yes.
We have to contribute something back to this country, something back to this society, something back to this whole ecosystem where we are living. Kuch na kuch to, we are taking everything from this nature,
Yes.
everything from this country, everything from this land. What is that we are giving it back?
Correct.
This is the level 4 leadership, people development. We say people in the age of 50, you have enjoyed the fruit of this organization.
Yes.
Now please develop the next generation people.
Yes.
That is a real tribute. You can give it back to this organization.
Correct.
That's what we do. And the level 5 leadership, what you are trying to demonstrate, is of selflessness.
Okay.
Do everything, give the credit to your next generation people.
Yes.
Make them responsible. Get is called as enlightened self-interest. That is, enjoying the success of others should be the level 5 leadership.
Correct.
And that is what we are trying to focus. And that's what we are trying to deal the things. That's how we are going to nurture and protect and guide the next generation of the people. And these 5 levels of the leadership is bringing the very uniqueness of our organization.
And what's special on 29th you do in this factory?
Pardon?
29th of November. What is special
It's,
today?
it's very eventful day on 29th. 2000, we never went behind any awards or this kind of thing, recognitions. We were shy people. We want to contribute and put our step back. On 29th of 2018, our managing director, he did so much of all these initiatives because of our managing director. This culture, this value, this philosophy, everything is driven by him. It was his brainchild, and he has been recognized. He was the IMTMA president.
Yes.
And he also got the IMTMA, the best award, the national award, for his yeoman service to the machine tool field.
Okay.
And our government, state government of Karnataka, they have recognized the second highest civilian award. Karnataka Ratna is the first award,
Yes.
and Rajyotsava award is the second best award.
Correct.
That will be given on every November.
Okay.
There will be number of years post this thing, Karnataka becoming into the power.
Yes.
On the 63rd year, that is 2018, he was recognized as the Karnataka Rajyotsava award.
Yes.
Which has award is the one part, and what it brings is every people see the success,
Correct.
but behind success there is a commitment,
Yes.
there is a discipline,
Correct.
there is a dedication,
Correct.
there is a right frame of attitude, there is a sacrifice,
Correct.
day in and day out the sacrifice. We want to celebrate these 5 things
Yes.
through the leadership of our founding director, Mr. Ramdas.
Correct.
That 29th is the day is going to inspire every one of us.
Correct.
When we were only 4 crore turnover in 1998, we dreamt of 100 crores.
Yes.
Everybody laughed at us.
Yeah.
We call it in our local language as Tirukana Kanasu. It's a beggar's dream, people told. But the team collectively they made it happen 1 year ahead.
Okay.
Against the target 1 year ahead, they have achieved it.
Okay.
Then now we set a target for 1,000 crores. Last year we nearly touched 900 crores. This year we'll be touching 1,000 crores.
1,000 crores.
Now we are talking about 3,000 crores
Ah.
by 2027. See, one is the money, one is the turnover, one is the accumulation of all these things.
Yeah.
The materialistic thing. Second thing is, as the organization grows bigger, more number of people. 4 people in 1994.
Correct.
My roll number is 4, next to 2 managing directors that time. Today we are 1,200 people. And an ecosystem outsource process, I have 471 vendor partners. In every organization, all put together, maybe something like 6,000 people getting the livelihood because of our organization. We are happy about it. We sell one machine, we say how to do the philanthropic activity. We stop the import of that machine to our country. We are adding to the country's progress, our GDP, our economy,
Yes.
our 5 trillion dream.
Yes.
We are adding to that. We are stopping.
Yes.
More number of machines are sold means more number of import of the machine is stopped.
Yes.
So we are adding to that. We say our people in the organization, sell one machine, you create 2 employment minimum.
Yes.
So these are all the philosophical things. how to get connected with the common man.
Yes.
Right? Sitting in the top management, we can talk about these principles.
Yes.
But getting connected with the last person in the organization is a challenge that every organization carry.
Correct.
For that, you have to walk the talk.
Yes.
People see in the leadership not what they talk, but what they do after
Yes.
they talk. Unfortunately, a culture has been put in here by the leadership that we talk and, like ISO, no, say what you do and do whatever you say.
Correct.
Similarly, we lead in the leadership also, and that is
Correct.
making all the difference in the organization.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. My last question, because I know it's a busy day for you, I don't take much of your time. Skill management, skill gap is something which everybody is talking about. Colleges are trying to, teach. The people say the students are not ready for the industry. So, as a spokesperson or leadership in your own way, how do you see the mechanical students who want to join the force of manufacturing industry, either in machine tool or automotive and aerospace? What is the message you want to say to those students? Because mechanical is a very challenging job. People want to go to IT. So what is the what we call the bonus, the perks, the growth they can see joining any machine tool company or this segment? Because whatever they learn in the college, because I know ACE is doing a lot of activity in skill development, but according to, how do you see the skill gap, and what is your message to the students who are keen to join the industry? And then then we can end this discussion, Mr. Rao.
The manufacturing industry is all about passion. Without passion, this industry cannot survive and it cannot grow.
Correct.
Having said that, how to instill this passion, particularly with the Generation Z?
Yes, Gen Z.
That's a big challenge that what we're carrying. It means somewhere we have to make some moderation in our approach.
Yes.
The way we started in 1994 need not be continued in the same way in the coming days.
Okay.
We have to make some moderations. You need to show the bigger picture. Unfortunately, like the way the hype is happening in the IT industries, manufacturing industry is silently performing behind the scene.
Yes.
If the country has to grow, the manufacturing should grow.
Yes.
I'll give an example. China, the manufacturing, they're number one in the world. And the manufacturing, 29% is contribution of the GDP is coming from manufacturing.
Yes.
And India, it is 3%. So if you're aiming to become that kind of $1 trillion economy, the manufacturing has to be given the impetus, has to be given the boost. It means the industry leaders should talk passionately about their manufacturing industry. They should not go with the dull mindset. It's not going to inspire anybody. Having said this, I took some of the initiatives. One is I'm working closely with the engineering colleges.
Okay.
One of the colleges in Mysore, Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, where this year I went in a public meeting in Mysore. Around 2,000 people have gathered. The question was, should we need to join manufacturing industry or not?
Okay.
Mechanical engineer, there were no takers.
Yes.
That was the problem we faced this year.
Yes.
And I went and made a presentation about what we are doing today in the manufacturing industry, how the country is looking up to it, what opportunities does exist,
Yes.
and how much changes it has happened.
Yes.
And I'm quite happy to acknowledge that the lot of the mechanical engineering of the department, the seats have been filled up. It means that the passion with which you drive, that's the number one. Second thing is the syllabus what engineering colleges are dealing with needs to be relooked. And Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering was an autonomous institute. So I suggested, and they have put me on the board of council
Okay.
for the next 3 years. And I went there and sat with their the VTU team and everything. And what are the inputs which is expected from the industry? So we have corrected already. So we thought, and already we have corrected, and this year it's rolled out for the new syllabus where industry and institution should go hand in hand.
Okay.
That's the need of the hour. And this is the second thing. Third thing is the brand building. We have to invite the students to the manufacturing setup,
Yes.
show them what is this machine,
Yes.
talk about it, what is the future available. So we have got a tie-up with them, inviting them. Through this video, I would like to invite all the big institutions to go in this particular direction. If you need any help, we are there to support you.
Okay.
And finally, our talent should remain in our country.
Yes.
हमने तो देखा है चांद्रयान में the local talents, no IITians, nothing.
Yes.
Our own, the rural and village side engineering graduates,
Yes.
क्या कमाल कर दिया.
Correct.
Now we are able to land successfully.
Yes.
No IITians. Everybody is landed in the US.
Yeah, this was the part
And
of the debate, sir.
So
that
it is only
there
the
were no
passion.
ideas.
It is a passion. Never give up attitude.
Correct.
Has made those kind of things.
Mhm.
So we need to believe in our intelligence of our students and motivate them. Success means not going and landing in US.
Mhm.
Success is a journey of commitment,
Correct.
a journey of sacrifice,
Correct.
a journey of mindset, a
Correct.
journey of continuous change. That is success.
Yes.
So I would like to bring that perspective, and we're doing all these activities.
Okay.
We got our own training centers,
Yes.
and where we call people and give the proper training.
Mhm.
Where we got the training where we make people with the 10 plus education to work on the machine, get the certificate, so they are industry ready to
Correct.
go back and do the things.
Mhm.
So these are the things that we are doing to support the institutions to get into the manufacturing industries, and particularly the mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering never gone down in the past,
Yes.
nor in the present,
Mhm.
neither in the future.
Neither in the
So
future.
it's manufacturing industry will cease to exist,
Okay.
country will not progress.
Okay. Last but not the least, last Friday you were, got Shogun Samurai, which is one of the leadership award in supply chain, and a few words on that because it was a very rigorous process. Because I'm sitting on the behalf of the the management. It was a very tedious jury and big process. Your team, I would like to thank Mr. Gowda, Arasya Gowda, who was there at every point. Whatever documents were shot or videos or video pitch, he was there. So and it was very proud moment for us also to have you at the show. A few words about the show, the overall the award and your journey to end it, sir.
I think this is the fourth edition of Mesh Mix Private Limited
Yes.
Industry Samurai Awards.
Mhm.
First of all, kindly accept our gratitude
Thank you, sir.
for recognizing us. And we are quite fascinated. The journey started 3 years back when the first year itself, our own sister concern, Amaze,
Yes.
they got the Industry Samurai Award.
Yes.
And when we saw in the supply chain, Mr. As rightly pointed, Mr. Atsegoda, he came and he was talking about, sir, we are doing so many things, why can't we apply for this?
Correct.
Fine, we did that exercise 2 years back, and we have been recognized initially with the 2 awards, and last year again we came back and we got 2 more awards. And this time, what I have seen, the motivation is very important for agencies. The motivation level has gone up today.
Yes.
It's a big recognition. The very important thing about this award is the transparency with which it's been done, and the sacredness with which, or the intention, the higher purpose with which it has been done. And I was quite surprised to see that IITians and everybody is doing, they don't know who is who, and unbiased way it is being done. And that is a very satisfying moment for us. This year we did apply for 6 and we got 5, and it is going to definitely motivate, and it is a big celebration is happening in the company, and everybody in the group is the largest group, and even in the media, and our posting in the LinkedIn and so many things from the company. Definitely it is going to add boosting for us, and thank you very much for this particular recognition. At the end, I was very humbled when you people have recognized me as the industry Shogun Samurai. And I told even in my
I like
speech,
the way you explained the
I would like to
Shogun.
repeat that statement. This Shogun from the Japanese cultural system, a military leader appointed by the emperor.
Yes.
I was not knowing what exactly the Shogun, honestly. And then I wanted to know what it is before I come to that place.
Yes.
And I was wondering, yes, of course, I'm the military leader. I'm very disciplined. I'm very, result-oriented person.
Correct.
Supported my team,
Correct.
and my emperor was Mr. Ramdas, the founding director of this organization, and all the salutation to him.
Mhm.
He gave a free hand experience and free hand opportunity to explore anything. Whenever I go back, vendor cluster or VQM, we call it as Project Utkrishta, or joining hands with TV Nerd, putting up our own calibration unit, and doing a philanthropic job for our vendor partner. He was always there. Absolutely, he was always there. He told, "Don't worry, support them. Don't worry, support them." I think that's my all this gratitude goes to him, apart from Meshmix Private Limited, and the military leader appointed by Emperor. There's the first part, the Shogun.
Yes.
Samurai is a group of people by hereditary. They
Yes.
are the warriors.
Yes.
And moment I realized this thing, I realized two statements. One is a leader is as good as his team.
Yes.
So then immediately reflected, this is not for me. This is for my team.
Yes.
Shogun is the first part where the credit has gone to
The
my
leader.
founding director, Mr. Ramdas. And Samurai is the second part. This should be dedicated to
The team.
warriors. Here the warriors are the two types. In this, because it's a supply chain recognition, the first part is our manufacturing partners.
Yes.
They have followed whatever the guidelines set by us, and they are the true winners of this this recognition goes to them. Second thing is internally my manufacturing team. I got the four strong pillars who deliver the goods
Correct.
upon my direction to them, and that's why I want to dedicate this thing. My samurai is nothing but MSME fraternity. My samurai, nothing but my four pillars in the organization. I would like to take their names also. One, Mr. Jaiprakash Keti, is the general manager manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Another is Mr. Gangadhar.
Mm-hmm.
He takes care of my imports and all the barcodes and everything, sheet metal. He's a general manager. We have Mr. Arsegoda.
Yes.
He's from the stores perspective,
Yes.
and he's the one who is driving. He's always a the person who reminds me,
Yes.
"Sir, you have not done this." So I give that liberty to him, and I would like to show the gratitude
Yes.
for these gentlemen. And another person is from Foundry, Mr. Vivek. He's doing a great job, and many more people in the department, all the team effort and this thing.
Correct.
So this is what the Shogun Samurai, and I'm humbled. And this is not a crown. This is a responsibility.
Yes.
And you people have considered that, and that too getting it on a national level, and then across the competitions. Like I was quite surprised to see the competitions coming from the big giants.
Yeah.
Our customer Mahindra,
Yes.
our customer Maruti, Udyog, our customers, likes of Cummins,
Yes.
and so many people are coming, and you're quite humbled, you're quite inspired, you're quite charged up,
Yes.
you're quite motivated,
Yes.
and there is a bigger responsibility has come.
Yes.
So we need to, only the confidence has come now that we are moving in the right direction. Our organization's philosophy is in pursuit of excellence.
Okay.
Excellence was there yesterday. Excellence is there today.
Okay.
Excellence is going to be there tomorrow.
Correct.
Till our last breath. The question is, are we moving in the direction of excellence?
Mhm.
This has reinstated that our direction is right, our journey is right, our purpose of living here is right.
Okay.
Incidentally, it is a business combined with the nature's law,
Correct.
and that's what we stand for. And kindly accept our gratitude again for whole Meshmix Private Limited and the jury member who deemed we are ideal to choose amid all severe competition. I know, carrying away 5 awards in the function, every time we are going onto the stage,
People
it's
say
a
you should
very
have bring your
memorable
sofa.
moment for us. And thank you for creating. Life is all about memories. Creating sweet memories is the grace of God.
Thank you. But next time, whenever I meet you, I will call you Shogun Muralidhara Rao. Thank you for your support
Thank
and,
you, sir.
and giving us time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Look
Thank
forward
you
to
so
see
much.
you in Goa next year.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.